Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Deep Dive Knowledge Talk. Could you please explain the concept of large language models, and LMs, and knowledge graphs, and how they are currently being used in the field of natural language processing?
Sure. Let's start with large language models, LMS. Imagine you have a super smart robot friend who can understand and generate human language. LLMs are like these robot friends, but in the form of computer program. They are designed to process and understand human language, just like humans do. LMS, such as ChatGPT-8 and GPT-4, have become really popular in the field of natural language processing and artificial intelligence. They are known for their ability to generate coherent and contextually relevant text based on the input that they receive. For example, you can give an LMA a sentence or a question, and it can generate a response that makes sense. Now, let's talk about knowledge graphs, KGS. Imagine you have a huge encyclopedia with all sorts of information about the world. KGS are like digital versions of these encyclopedias, but in a more organized and interconnected way. They store factual knowledge in a structured format, making it easier for computers to understand and access. KGS, such as Wikipedia and Wapoo, are used to store and represent knowledge about various topics. They contain information about people, places, events, and much more. KGS are really helpful because they provide a way for LMS to access external knowledge and improve their understanding of the world. In the field of natural language processing, LMS and KGS are being used together to enhance the capabilities of language models. LMs can benefit from KGS by using them as a source of factual information and external knowledge. This helps LMs generate more accurate and informative responses. For example, LMS can use KGS to look up information about famous people, historical events, or scientific concepts. This enables them to provide more detailed and accurate answers to questions. Additionally, KGS can also help LMS understand the context of a conversation, or make intelligent recommendations based on the user's preferences. Overall, LMS and KGS are powerful tools in natural language processing. By combining them, we can create smarter and more knowledgeable language models that can better understand and generate human language.
That's a great explanation. Thank you for providing a clear overview of LMs and KGS, and how they are used in natural language processing. Now, let's dive a bit deeper into the roadmap you mentioned in the abstract. Could you please explain the three general frameworks of the roadmap for unifying LLMs and KGS?
Certainly. The roadmap for unifying LMS, large language models, and KGS, knowledge graphs, consists of three general frameworks. 1. KG Enhanced LMS. This framework focuses on using knowledge graphs to enhance the capabilities of large language model. It involves leveraging the information in the knowledge graph as external knowledge to improve the language understanding and generation abilities of the LM band. Think of it like adding a superpower to the LM by giving it access to a vast library of facts and relationships stored in the knowledge graph. 2. LM Augmented KGS. In this framework, the large language models are used to augment knowledge graphs. 1. Knowledge graphs. The LMs can generate natural language descriptions, which can be used to enrich the knowledge graph by adding more contextual information. It's like having a knowledgeable assistant who can provide detailed explanations and insights to enhance the information in the knowledge graph. 1. Knowledge graph. 3. Synergized LMS KGS. This framework aims to combine the power of both large language models and knowledge graphs in a synergistic way. It involves integrating the LMS with the KGS in a collaborative manner, where they complement and enhance each other's capability. It's like having a team of experts working together, where the LMS provide language understanding and generation abilities, while the knowledge graphs provide structured knowledge and context. These three frameworks provide different approaches to leverage the strengths of both LMNs and KES, ultimately aiming to improve various downstream tasks, such as coding assistance, web search, recommendation systems, and even healthcare advice.
Thank you for the detailed explanation of the three frameworks. It's interesting to see how LMNs and KGs can be combined and leveraged in different ways to enhance their capabilities. Could you provide some examples of how the KG Enhanced LMS framework has been applied in practice?
The KG Enhanced LMS framework has been applied in practice to improve the performance of large language models, LMS, in accessing domain-specific knowledge. In this framework, knowledge graphs, KZS, are used as external sources of knowledge to enhance the LMS. One way the KG Enhanced LMS framework has been applied is by pre-training the LMs on a large corpus of text and then fine-tuning them using knowledge from KGS. This means that the LMS are first trained to understand language patterns and generate coherent text, and then they are further trained using the structured knowledge from KGS. This helps the LMs to learn domain-specific knowledge and improve their performance in tasks that require accessing and understanding specific information. Another way the KG Enhanced LMS framework has been applied is during the inference stage. In this approach, the LMNs use the knowledge stored in KGS to retrieve relevant information and incorporate it into their predictions or responses. Why responses? By leveraging the knowledge in KGS, the LMS can significantly improve their performance in accessing domain-specific knowledge and generating more accurate and contextually appropriate responses. Overall, the KG Enhanced LMS framework has been proven to be effective in improving the performance of LMs in various applications where domain-specific knowledge is crucial. It allows the LMS to leverage the structured knowledge from KGS and combine it with their language understanding capabilities, resulting in more powerful and knowledgeable language model.
Thank you for providing examples of how the KG Enhanced LMS framework has been applied in practice. It's fascinating to see how the integration of KGS can enhance the performance of LMs in accessing domain-specific knowledge. Now, let's discuss the LLM Augmented KGS framework. Can you give some examples of how LMS have been used to augment knowledge graphs?
In the LM Augmented KGS framework, LMS have been used to enhance knowledge graphs by providing additional context and improving the interpretability of the information stored in the knowledge graph. One example is the use of LLMs to generate natural language descriptions for the entities in the knowledge graph. This allows users to understand the information in the knowledge graph more easily, as they can read and comprehend the descriptions in a more natural way. For example, an LM can generate a description like the Eiffel Tower is a famous landmark in Paris, France for the entity Eiffel Tower in the knowledge graph. Another example is the use of LMS to refine and extend the information in the knowledge graph. LMS can analyze the existing information in the knowledge graph and generate additional facts or relationships that may be missing. This helps to improve the completeness and accuracy of the knowledge graph. For instance, an LM may analyze the existing information about a movie in the knowledge graph and generate additional details such as the director, cast, and release date of the movie. Overall, the integration of LMS in the LM Augmented KGS framework allows for a richer and more comprehensive study of knowledge in the knowledge graph, making it more useful and accessible for various applications.
Thank you for providing examples of how LLMs have been used to augment knowledge graphs in the LM Augmented KGS framework. It's interesting to see how LLMs can contribute to enhancing the interpretability and completeness of the information stored in the knowledge graph. Now, let's move on to the third framework, Synergized LMs KGS. Could you explain how LMS and KGS work together in this framework and what benefits it offers?